It's included in everything posted last night, particularly some excerpts from an article she referenced, which brought up the Rule of Law Foundation and the Rule of Law Society. The virus report we backed and released back then also referred to Bannon and Mr. Guo. They were part of an early cohort that began telling the world the virus was engineered and originated with the CCP's military. In fact, all the materials issued last night referenced this article. In other words, this further verifies that Mr. Guo has been disclosing information to people early on, and has long been showing this kind of material to the entire world. So, this time, putting this out through an official American channel is basically putting on a display for everyone. It validates where our exposed information came from, and that it's true. Mr. Guo has long maintained that we have extensive cooperation and communication with US intelligence. This is another confirmation of that, simply showing people the corroboration through US official channels.
Right. So basically the new federal state of China woke up the US and rescued it. That's no exaggeration. Mr. Guo said what this intel is doing is turning those previously hinted at, unsayable things into words, making them formal intelligence, framing them as national security, and ultimately making them legal. Right. I mean, it's about us. And the key point is that it turns into history. He called it a historic document. In fact, just like the 822 document, in the whole arc of the whistleblower movement, people will see this as an extremely historic file when they look back. Earlier I brought up the Rule of Law Foundation and the Rule of Law Society. In reality, I know that during that time, besides us providing supplies to hospitals, many people, our fellow fighters, went to deliver medicines and protective equipment. And then, our fellow fighters formed a team to translate the book Unnatural Origin of SARS, and then send it to various members of parliament, as well as professors at these universities. Back then we sent out a whole lot, just wanted to get this truth out there.
New federal state of China members, remember this. You have been following the whistleblower movement all along, since January 2020, December 2019, and every live stream that I have done for you has been the greatest wealth for humanity's future. At the end of 2019, I announced this virus. And in June 2019, I said that the CCP might use chemical and biological weapons in Hong Kong. In the end, it happened. As a result, Xi Jinping told US President Trump, it's just cold. It's not contagious. It's controllable. And it's preventable. I immediately told Bannon and Peter Navarro, you must tell President Trump right. Oh wait, my intelligence absolutely tells you this is a biological weapon. It's uncontrollable and cannot be prevented. President Trump listened to what Miles Guo said, and this has already been proven, hasn't it? This is the greatest thing he has ever done. President Trump closed off the United States, not allowing people coming from China to enter the country. The United States avoided a disaster that would have killed even more people. In February 2020, I said vaccines were uncontrollable and unpreventable. Vaccines aren't the main issue, deaths are. The virus isn't the main issue. Deaths are the vaccine. The future is vaccines. Back then nobody mentioned them. So now the vaccine has arrived. Has the vaccine become an even more terrifying killing weapon than the virus itself?